The problem of making choices that occurs because of scarcity of resources. That is, because people have unlimited desires, but the means to satisfy the desire is limited. Therefore, satisfying all human needs is difficult with limited means. To manage such issue, there are several solutions. Among that, I am going to discuss about the topic a graph that shows all of the different combination of output that can be produced given current resource and technology. Hi sir, this is Yarni from PALLB. I'm going to discuss about the topic of production possibility curve. Production possibility curve is a curve on a graph that illustrates the possible quantities that can be produced of two products. If both depend upon the same finite resources for their manufacture, the PPF is also referred to as the production possibility curve. In producing goods, opportunity cost is what is given up when you take resource from one product to produce another. The maximum amount that can be produced is illustrated by a curve on a graph. This trade-off is usually considered for an economy but also applies to each individual, household and economy. One good can only be produced by diverting resources from other goods and so by producing less of them. Graphically bounding the production set or fixed input quantities, the PPF curve shows the maximum possible production level of one commodity for any given production level of the another, given the existing state of technology. By doing so, it defines productive efficiency in the context of the production set. A point on the frontier indicates efficient use of available inputs, such as point B, D, and C in the graph. A point beneath the curve such as A indicates inefficiency and a point beyond the curve such as X indicates impossibility. In order to simplify my concept, I have given this graph. To understand production possibility curve, there are certain assumptions are needed. Number one, we take into consideration only two commodities to be produced in the economy, say butter and gun, with the available resources. 2. The resources are fixed in quantity, but they can be shifted from the production of one commodity to another. 3. The resources are being used fully with utmost efficiency. This means that resources are not unemployed or underemployed. The economy is supposed to work at the level of full employment and achieve full portion. Number 4, the state of technology remain unchanged, that is, there is no progress or change in technology. With this assumption, we try to find out production possibility at some particular point of time or very short period in the economy. PPF are normally drawn as bulging upwards or outwards from the origin, concave when viewed from the origin, but they can be represented as bulging downwards, inwards, or linear depending on a number of assumptions. Let's try this concept with illustration. We try to find out production possibility curve at some particular point of time or very short period in an economy. We construct a schedule setting out various possibility of production guns and butter with the availability resources and technology. Here I given a schedule setting out various possibility of production butter and gun with the available resources and technology. From this schedule, it is clear that economy has half a dozen possibility of production butter and guns in different quantities by properly appropriating the resources. According to possibility A, the economy can entirely devote the resources by producing 15,000 guns with no butter, or according to possibility F, it can use all the resources in production of 5 million quintals of butters and no guns at all. These are two extreme possibilities which are unrealistic, as the economy may be requiring both butter and guns. Other possibilities B, C, D, E indicates how as it moves from B to E, more butter is produced at the cost of losing guns. Similarly, when it is moved from E to B, more guns are produced at the cost of butter in the economy. We can represent the data of schedule in a graph. In the x-axis, we take butter
and in the y-axis guns. With the data available in the schedule, we locate the points A, B, C, D, F, and by joining these points, we obtain the production possibility curve. This curve is also known as transformation curve because while moving from down the curve, we are in effect transferring guns into bottom by appropriately shifting the resources from guns to bottom. With the given resources being fully employed and utilized, the combination of two goods produced can lie anywhere on the production possibility curve. AF but not inside or outside it. For instance, the combined output of two goods cannot lie at U or at P as indicated in the diagram. This is because at point U, the economy would not utilize the resources fully, and at P, it would be beyond the capacity of the resources of the economy to produce a combination represented. Production possibility curve indicates the eventual law of submission in our life. Professor Samuelson, while explaining the concept of production possibility foreign curve, says a full employment economy must always produce one good by giving up something of other. Substitution is the law of life in a full employment economy. The production possibility curve depicts society menu of choices. And thus far, nowhere on the global is the supply of goods so plentiful or the taste so limited that the average family can have more than enough for everything it mighty fancy. That's it. I hope I give my level best to explain this concept up to my level. Thank you, sir.